this way ever. So it doesn't happen. So now you thought you was going to just do some little 30-day program and that was going to be it. You was going to have your magic. This is a no life hack. And it doesn't occur that way. So that first email, and I designed it that way on purpose because I'm going to shut this shit down immediately. It's not price related, it's brain related. It's neurologically related that you thought you could do it and you're like, it's going to take all that. You got this atrophied ass working memory, and now you got to go do this thing that's extremely difficult. Even with the yes and no challenge, people still couldn't. They're like, I got to do all that. I ain't going to be able to do that. People in the yes and no challenge, that failure rate was 90%. They couldn't make it to the first 10 days. And all they had to do was tell one person no. And one person no and yes to themselves and send it in by 8 o'clock. That was it. It was that elementary and they couldn't get it done. I'm like, but this is a failure. This is an epic fail. Forget it. And that's how we ended up with the PA challenge. Because I was like, they were, oh, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. Okay, cool. Got it. I just really just need the basics, Doc. I just need the basics. Okay. No, it's a complete sentence. And could not get to day 10. Never got, had to get to day 8. I got to start over. Day 8. So one person took 5 times to get through the yes and no challenge. Could not. Just 30 days of no to one person, yes to yourself for 30 days. So the point is, you have to embrace change first. You have to embrace it. You got to accept becoming different. And people want personal accountability in their comfort zone. How? How? Challenge yourself. Failure is not an option. Quitters never win. How you going to do this and stay seated in the comfort zone? It's not going to happen. You need new neural pathways and new neurons, neurogenesis in order for this to work. So number one, you're going to have to embrace change if you're going to do this. And I understand it's progress, not perfection, and you got to go slow to go fast. And that's why it's ba-doop. It's the tortoise versus the hare. You're looking to come over here for a quick fix, and this is not fix a flat. You're going to need a whole new set of tires over here. Embrace change. Now, you need to learn how to embrace change through neurogenesis, and that's creating new neural pathways. And so, again, in that sentence, learn is the trigger. So learn says neurogenesis. If you hear me say learn, I'm saying neurogenesis. That means new neurons have to be created in order to do what I'm talking about. If you think about anything that you've done in life, when I was in the Army, I had to get all new equipment for when I was an enlisted soldier and when I was an officer. The equipment was different because I went from being a medical secretary to an MP. Totally different. One was in a building and one was wherever. So totally different. When I went to Frito-Lay, totally different. Everything, uniform, steel toes. And as I moved into traffic, everything became different. Left my corporate job, started in small business. And so I had these new tools. Went from having a BlackBerry, rest in peace BlackBerry, to having to need a smartphone in order to do what I needed to do. So embracing change means I got to learn. So every time I had to learn something, I'm creating neurogenesis, new neural pathways. And with neuroplasticity, I'm wiring my brain to be able to have those skill sets. So what makes all of what I'm saying sustainable? Neuroplasticity, wiring and rewiring your brain. Now, you may need to rewire your brain to use some of the skills that you used to have that are now dormant. And you need to go held up like you jump start a car. Get little flashes, as they say in football, in order for you to become the person that you need to be. So I didn't cook for 7 years. Nola thought I couldn't cook, but my ex-husband made it. So I was like, fuck this. I'm not cooking no more. And then I started cooking. She was like, oh, you actually know how to cook? Yeah, I know how to cook. Just took a 7-year sabbatical, but I'm back. So I had to remember, okay, what's my pot and what's my recipe, digging things out, where's this? So that was something that I did, and I had to just pick it back up again. But all of the things that I'm currently doing, I had to create new neural pathways. I had to create new neurons for everything that you see me doing because it wasn't there. I needed to embrace change and say, okay, I have a doctorate in education, and I'm teaching people personal accountability, but I'm going to have to challenge myself and change because I need to start learning about the brain, because that's why people can't hold themselves personally accountable. This wasn't part of the initial strategy, especially today is my 489th day live. Absolutely not. I'm like, neuro what? No. That's not, no, personal accountability. So now I got to go learn all these new terms, and I have to be able to pronounce them correctly. And I have to now learn about the brain in order to teach y'all about the brain. And now, I'm combining it together. Okay. Great sense of humor, God. Got it. Roger just dragged me all over the place with this doggone thing.